What's up, Juggalos? We're going to be continuing Yomawari. Probably making no progress because I even looked at guides. There's basically every guide for this game is written like shit. So I have no idea how to get around Porio, fake Porio, trying to kill me. My head hurts, my leg hurts, the noise hurts. I feel a little nauseous. I forgot I get more frustrated with these games than scared. Wait, what? We did this already. Why is it doing this again? I knew it. We teleported back home to save, but we were... Wait, why are we saved inside? I saved the fucking Jizo. What the fuck, dude? We were at the school when I saved. What? How do I get to the main menu again? Is there a way? God, the control. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Fuck! Okay, that just closed the entire game. I had to buy this a second time because I owned it on PSP, PS Vita, Vita. I played it on Vita. This was the first one I ever played way back. But man, the controls on the PC are not making sense. The Steam version of this game. Why is my camera not functioning? Jesus. Why is... I swear to God, I saved at the fucking school. We couldn't even enter the house, remember? Is this one of those? I forgot if it is. Where the only real saves are the chapters. Like, what, I have to play non-stop? I don't understand what's going on with that. That kind of pisses me off a little bit. I bet you it's not going to be on the map. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? We're going to do this time. That pisses me off. I'm too angry to care about you, dude. Fuck off. You too, dude. Where are we going? I don't know at the moment. Where are we going? How do I check the fucking map? Jesus. Why am I going that way? God damn it. Whatever, let's just keep going. I want that. You cocksucker. Get off of me. So you can only say between the chapters? Are you kidding me? Is that how it was on 2? How did I deal with that? How did I fucking tolerate that kind of bullshit? I don't want to play this game for fucking 3 hours in a row just to... Can you go away, horse? There's just a dead bitch in the street. Bye-bye. I'm not going to sit here playing 3 hours of this. Every time I record it. Not even a long game, but still, it's retarded. I want like half-hour videos for my videos for this. I also don't feel good. I'm dealing with a lot right now. I've mentioned it before, like this leg thing, the fucking noise in my head, and shit like that. Like and also my allergies are fucked too, because the weather keeps going. Oh, okay, it's 50 degrees today. Oh, actually, it's 90 tomorrow. Oh, and then it's 60, and then it's 90 again, and then at nighttime when it's 90 for 3 days in a row, it's gonna be like 15 degrees. Well, okay, not 15, be like 40 degrees. It's ridiculous, and it's fucking my head up. My sinus is up real bad. Hello. Do I really have to read that fucking note first? We might not be finishing this, to be honest. Might be another disappointment. I know it's a good game. I played it, but again, I beat it. This is the first Yomawari I ever played. This is the first one as well, in general. I remember it being much scarier than the second one, so I wanted to play it and show it, since I did the second one, what, last year, the year before, something like that. And how many coins do I have for? Yeah, sure. And I figured, hey, we'll play the first one because it was scarier and it's still cute and fun. But I'm not feeling fun from redo everything again while you're feeling sick as hell. And especially when I just finished, okay, quote unquote finished, Kingdom Come Deliverance, which has no ending because you get to the end of the epilogue, or the epilogue. And I'm sorry, you can't talk to Hans Capone. Capon, whatever, I call him Capone. Because that's definitely where the Capone name would come from if you know, but you gotta talk to him at the very end. You walk on the horses with him, and then you get to this end camp, and it's like, okay, final mission of the entire game. Epilogue is gonna end. Just talk to him, and then you guys will run out. You know, I've looked up what it is. It's just a 30-second clip, no dialogue, nothing. You guys just ride your horses out of the map in this terrible ending of this fucking game that you've spent 60 hours fighting the broken, glitchy bullshit to get through, and you get rewarded by Hans not being either in my case, this is what happens if you have the DLC for Hans. He refuses to talk to you about what you're supposed to talk about. He only talks about his DLC, so you can't beat the game. You can't finish the epilogue. Or if you don't own the DLC, he doesn't have any dialogue options. You can't even toggle him. You can't even trigger him to start talking at all. And he walks all the way back to his home and just does his daily routine forever. There is no winning that game unless you're extremely lucky. Getting to that point is also basically extremely. I've had to illustrate. No, there's so many different times I've had to do so many different things. So this is not going to sound like other stories I told on Twitter or on the review I wrote, because I'm talking about different portions of this fucking broke ass game. But there are so many main story quests you are required to just do random bullshit and hope you get lucky enough that it works. This is going to be a blog, and then I'm just going to not finish this game, by the way. That's what's happening right now. So don't get excited for more parts of this, because I'm not. No, it's probably not going to happen. I was hoping it was. I was really excited to play this again and to record it for everybody. But it's kind of upsetting me that I have to do this again and again. I'm pretty sure the Vita had like a suspend thing, kind of like the PS4, so it was less of a big deal. But this is on a computer. I can't just leave this game paused, running in the background 24/7. But yeah, and quests that you can't know ahead of time, like that 10-15 hours later will break your entire save, so you can never finish the game. Luckily, I didn't. I almost ran into one of those. I did actually, and I was able to fix it by. Man, I don't know. I had to do so much weird shit so many fucking times. So many fucking times. How do I do the? Is it? Oh, that's how. Okay. I forgot I can do that, by the way. Maybe that'll help with Poro in the school. I still might do more of this, but we'll see. Really depends on how this part goes, how this episode goes. How this school part goes, really, honestly. If you can't get through the first, let's call it a dungeon. But you know what I'm talking about. First actual, like, mini zone. Within the bigger zone, then yeah. But if I can, then we'll probably keep going. But I wonder if I could just mod the hell out of this thing. So I had to do the Hans Capone. Yeah, like the game is unplayable, unbeatable. it's really disappointing. I was loving that game at the beginning, even with the bugs and the glitches and the brokenness of it. I was like, it's really fantastic. I don't care. I can deal with this. And I did for 60 hours. And it never got better. It got worse, actually. The last third of that game is so broken. It's ridiculous. It's insane that it was released at all. And the biggest problem to me, there's actually a bunch of them, but the biggest problem to me is the fan reaction to this game being nothing positive. Well, not this game. This game deserves some of it, most of it. To Kingdom Come Deliverance being all positive, when the game is a piece of shit, and most importantly, the devs, it's abandonware. I really liked that game at first, and then you get to all the broken shit where it breaks your entire save and everything. And what do? In 2018, 2019, the devs say, oh, we're going to fix this in the next patch. Never fix it. 5 years, never fixed it. Instead, they started working on Part 2, the sequel game, to buy for $60. And yet nobody has a complaint. Nobody has an issue with them abandoning the game and leaving it broken as fuck to the point you can't even beat the game. You can't do half the quests. You can't finish the epilogue. Halfway through the game, a quest breaks you. 100% of players get this bug. And how do you solve that bug in the middle? Everybody has their own story on how they fixed it. How did I fix it? I forget. I wrote it on Twitter, so I don't want to... I'm going to have to make it up. But it was essentially I had to punch like 3 horses in the face. I had to talk to a few people. I had to steal a bunch of shit. I had to break into a bunch of fucking houses. I had to reload a save like 8 times, do all those things again, reload the save again, punch more fucking horses and people in the face, mostly winches, and then reload again. And then that time I reloaded after like the 30th fucking reload, punch the horse in the face, punch the winch in the face, steal a thing out of a treasure chest, picklock a door, save the game. Suddenly the quest fucking allows me to complete it. It is a complete piece of shit. Abandonware shit. I loved playing it so long, and then it just is it's abandonware. And I don't understand with how much of a piece of shit it is, and the fact that devs left it that way on purpose to make a sequel that they require you to pay for without even attempting to fix their game. Well, we're dead. Really? Oh shit, I should have kept going. Why did I fuck around? And fans, it's all positive. Why? Because, well, it's anti-woke. Because it's like historically accurate, so it's anti-woke. Okay, first off, it's not anti-woke at all. Henry is a fucking cuckold who whines about women's rights all the time and tries to make, no, you can't hurt the women. You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, it is not actually anti-woke. Yeah, there's no black people. There's no transgenders. There's no... Well, there is a homosexual. But that's kind of funny because it's the main bad guy. But there is like, people... I remember reviewers whining, oh, there's misogyny. There's so much misogyny in that game. I hate this fucking game. There's so much misogyny in that game. Like, what? And then they always point out, like, and the game does nothing to, like, fight against that and, like, point out how bad it was. And, like, well, one, they shouldn't. It's medieval times. Who would... You'd be burned at the stake for trying to fight that stuff. As it should be, still today. But instead, it's fucking... Some other characters might be misogynist, but then Henry is all... At one point, you're investigating in the main story a steed farm, a horse place where they grow they raise horses to be to sell to knights and the local lords. A stable, and the stable owner dies. He gets murdered, and his wife takes over, and Sir Divish, one of the second lords you meet in the game after Radzig. It's like, oh, well, I really care about that family, and are you kidding me? And I love their horses before, but I'm not going to buy horses from a woman. That's a man's job, is raising horses. One, how would people think of me if I bought horses from a woman? And two, I don't trust the horses to be that good because they're raised by a woman. And Henry, no, you can't say that. Women can raise horses as good as anyone else. Horses from women are amazing. It's because they're fucking them, probably. Fucking whores. And he just goes off on a rant about it, and then you even challenge Sir Divish to a race. Oh, I'm going to race all your other horses with this woman's horse to prove that this woman is stronger than any man. We must empower women in the medieval times, in Bohemia, in fucking the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia and Bohemia. We must empower women in horse racing. We must... What is this text message? Is this from the fucking DoorDash? Yeah. Weird bitch delivered my food. She's like middle-aged. And she sends me a fucking meme first off. With like a lady running with a bag going, I'm on my way with your delivery. And then she shows up and she don't say a word to me. She's all awkward as shit and creepy. Like, freaked me out a little bit. Made me a little paranoid. Fucking Glowy's watching me. Yeah, it is not a based game. Okay, it is not anti-woke. Henry is constantly trying to defend, anybody that would typically be seen as powerless in a power battle against other people. The poor, the weak, the women. You even have a whole side quest where you help a bathhouse wench who has sex with a prostitute quit her job and become a member of the church. And then you help a woman spread her bullshit about seeing seeing Mary Magdalene in her dreams and spreading her word, which goes against the church. And they don't even want to kill her. They just want to kick her out and tell her to shut the fuck up. And Henry goes on a fucking warpath to save her. Like, Henry is a cuckold. It is not anti-woke. It is somewhat based. If you're talking about, like, Hans. Hans is based as fuck. He's plowing winches all day. He's, obsessed with, like, I want to go kill some dudes. I want to fuck some bitches. He's a cool-ass dude. Until he breaks the entire fucking epilogue and you can't save the game. You can't finish the game. Okay, let's tiptoe around. Tiptoe to the window. Kill yourself when you play this game because it's bad. I don't like it anymore. This game's kinda gay now. I don't like it. It's annoying as shit. Do I need to find an item for him? Do I need to find, like, meat or a dog toy or something? Hello. Here comes the trash bag from China. Yeah, I forgot this one's also more irritating. 2 is less scary, but it's also more playable. It's less, this. It's like less Dark Souls about it. But there's no complaints about anything with that game because everybody wants to defend it because it's quote-unquote anti-woke. So literally nobody will ever point out any issues with it, any of the problems that the game has. Like the broken ass shit that they promised to fix 5 years ago and then just said, nah, you're gonna have to just buy our new game. Fuck you. Eat shit. Eat shit and die. We don't care. Play our new game instead. Buy it $60. Thanks. Fuck off. Eat a dick. So it's bad when EA does that and all these big companies do that, but when a indie developer that gets heavily supported by its fan base says eat shit and die, buy our new game, by the way, there's nothing. No, you can't say anything negative about it or you're woke. He's gonna run me over. He's gonna try. Didn't let him. What is that? Okay. What's that? Oh, it's a cat. Let's get run over. Wow, really? Come on. Wow. Okay. See, I was scared last time because I was gonna run over for sure, but so there's the broken shit and them saying to eat shit and deal with it and buy our new game. But there's also worse with Kingdom Come. And also another thing nobody complains about. Yeah, okay, so let's remember Todd Howard saying we're gonna make mods charged. You know, you're gonna pay $5 for horse armor, right? That's bad, right? Of course it is. I agree. That's why it didn't happen. I mean, he said that, but I think they didn't go through with it, or they did for like 2 days. Hey, Yomawari, what's going on, buddy? And do you want me or not, dude? It's funny, a little girl saying that. So everybody refuses to bitch about that because, well, it's anti-woke, it's based. Hello. And then, uh-oh. Are we just at the end of the map? We're just at the end of the map, okay. And then, right, yeah, Todd Howard says, you know, we're going to charge for the mods. And you're like, oh, fuck you, cancel Skyrim, cancel whatever. And he doesn't go through with it, or he did for like a month or something, but I don't think he did at all. And then, this game, you pay $6 for a DLC. A DLC, it doesn't tell you... No, I paid $4 for the entire game and all the DLC. But you pay $6 for this DLC normally. We're at the park again, aren't we? Yep. Are we? Why didn't it go north? Oh, right, it's just a dead end area. And there's no way to know ahead of time, and you can only beat this DLC if you glitch the game. So there's a exploit in the game that's built in, because originally it was a bug, where there's a chest in the beginning house you start in after the prologue. I should have just done a review for this game, but that's what this video is becoming. And this exploit, you put whatever in there, and then the guy will sell it over a few days later, and you can come back and get all the money, and it's a shit ton of money if you put a bunch of stuff in there, because it sells at full price instead of the usual price you get from selling stuff. And if you go back to Scale, that's the first original town from the prologue, you can get armor that's worth a shit ton of money. It's a little hard to do the fight, but most of the time they kill each other if you wait a while. And then you just sell the armor for a shit ton of money, thousands of dollars. While in, if you play the game properly... Can you fuck off, dude? Jesus Christ. Wow, nothing else follows you this far. Jeez. I'm gonna die from the thing above me in a second. If you play the game properly and don't use that, and also you can't even do that now because so they know of that exploit, so it's built into that game, and then they designed the DLC around this exploit. You put stuff in there, you sell it, and you get a bunch of money that way, right? Normally in the game, you're running around with 20 groschen, maybe a few hundred. If you're really good and get lucky and steal a bunch of shit, also if you want to be a thief, maybe a couple thousand. With this DLC that you start without warning and no idea it's starting, and you get excited about, it's like City Builder. You get to build the city. You need like 30,000 groschen immediately, or else it fails. With no clock, no telling you it's going to fail, no warning beforehand, you need a bunch of money, nothing. And you also have to go back all the time to do these, to deal with like problems in town. And if you don't come back at the right times, you fail. And the thing is, with this one, if you fail, which is 100%, for sure, if you don't cheat the game and know ahead of time to plan for it, you cannot access that content ever again. You fail the quest, it's failed forever on purpose. It's designed that way. So they created a piece of DLC. If this was in a Kojima game, I'd understand. Are they ever going to go? If this was in a Kojima game, you'd be like, okay, whatever, it's Kojima. This is not in a Kojima game. This is an indie game that they refuse to patch even the broken shit in it, and they're selling that like it's a joke. I'm just going to die. And it really pissed me off. And nobody bitches about that. But they bitch about horse armor. At least you get to keep the horse armor, and you get to use the horse armor whenever you want. We're going backwards again. We're going to loop. I really don't care anymore. This game's done. We're done. I don't know where the fuck I am anymore. I'll go down to the shrine. And also the seemingly best. Actually, both the DLCs, all the DLCs broke for me, and one DLC broke the entire epilogue of the game, so I can't finish it. Oh, I'm dead. This is really fun, isn't it? It's almost like they learned their lesson from this game and made 2 a way better, more playable game. And in my stupidity, I forgot that this was way less playable. I don't know how I ever bothered originally with this. It kind of makes me worried about playing the third one ever. I would have played the third one this time, but it's still like $30. Let's explore. Okay, dude, whatever. Is it a good game? Yeah, until the last third, I'd say. The last third, every quest is broken. The main quest keeps breaking. Everything keeps breaking. And then, the end of the game, the big climax of the game, I was going to say climactic, that's why it sounded so weird when I said the big climax. I was going to say the big climactic stuff at the end of the game. It even asks you, it warns you, it says, if you continue this quest, you will be blocked from finishing your other quests. This is the end of the game, basically. And then you go forward, you do it. You sneak through a big camp. It's cool. That part's exciting. Sneaking through this big enemy base that you found, this fort. Full of dudes. A shit ton of dudes, right? And then you get caught, blah blah blah, you escape. But you come back. You come back with the lords and the armies. You raid the place, and this really cool cutscene happens at first. You know, everybody's getting pumped. The lords are giving their speeches, and then you charge in with all these dudes. And there's some cool big battles in that game, like a shit ton of dudes on your side and their side, fucking battling it out. And you're taking part in it. You're slashing, hacking, stabbing, poking. I used the dual wielded bastard sword. Not dual wielded, you know, two handed. And you're bashing, crashing, smashing, all cool, relaxing outside the pool. He's gonna kill me. That guy's gonna kill me. And you fight your way through there, and it's really cool. It's all on fire and shit. It's a cool ass part. It's like, oh, this is the big climax. This is fucking cool. All, you know, all these cutscenes leading up to it right then, and then all this big battle. Oh, the bad guy isn't here. Actually, he left before we showed up, just as he planned to. Says a bad guy we captured, and he's instead invading and taking over a fort that we had left unguarded to do this attack. And we get there, and we have the second big final climactic battle, right? In the town part of the castle, you know, the Walden town part. And then we beat them, and they fall back into the castle with hostages. And they close the gate and they draw the bridge up. The monsters don't even leave in this game. Ever. What's the point of hiding? It's fucking garbage. And so big battle number 2 is fake as well. Then they say, we need to build a trebuchet. No, first they say, we don't know what to do, and then you have to waste time. Then they say, we're gonna siege them. So they waste a bunch of time. Then big finale climactic battle happens, number fucking 4? 3? Because an army that was never mentioned, controlled by never mentioned people, has shown up behind us, and we have to fight them. Okay, big battle. And then, oh no, our base is being attacked. Big battle number 4. And then you build a trebuchet, which takes fucking forever because there's 10 trillion side quests forced to be done to do it. And they're all really irritating and long. And then you fire the trebuchet, and it's not calibrated, so we have to spend 5 more days doing bullshit side quests and standing up sleeping for hours and hours. And then you fire the trebuchet again, and it's, this time it worked, and then you attack the base eventually. And this is a 10-hour fucking process from start of warning. This is the final quest to the end of this. 10 hours it took. You finally take the place, fight everybody in it, big climactic battle, and then you're going to face off with the main bad guy, right? No, they let him go, and he leaves, and that's the end of the game. Not only does he leave, so the game had three main elements. Why aren't they moving? Why are they not going away? The whole point of this game, the whole design of this gameplay, is that you hide in the bushes and they leave. They stop chasing you. They're both still right there. The guy from the highway is still fucking there. Is it broken? Did I glitch it? Or is it just shit? I think it's just shit. Look at this. The whole point of the game is you hide and they go away. Why isn't it functioning? Literally, that's the gameplay mechanic is you hide and they eventually walk away. They're not doing that. This guy is impossible to get away from. God. There's three things in that game that are your goals. One, get your sword back that your dad made and never got to give to this guy. You're obsessed with it. Kill me. Kill me, bitch. Oh, it really is just a dead woman. Okay. Getting the sword back, killing a German guy who murdered your parents, and killing this main bad guy is the least important. You don't kill the main bad guy. You don't ever see the German again other than when he kills your parents. And your sword, you never see it until the main bad guy flashes at you and makes fun of you and then takes it anyway and leaves. The end of the game is a complete, not even cliffhanger. It's just bullshit shilling for their second game, which at the time wasn't even funded. How this game gets the praise it does, I don't know. Because it's a little challenging with the combat and because it's to retards, it's anti-woke, even though Henry's entire character's, but my women! I loved it. I wish I could keep loving it, but it ruined it. In every way possible. That last 10 hours of that game were just unbelievably shit. And the ending of that game, unbelievably shit. And not being able to finish the ending of the game, unbelievably shit. And the devs abandoning the game, unbelievably shit. I do not understand how anybody can justify supporting or praising that game for more than the $4 I spent for the entire collection on Fanatical, which I will do for the second game as well. Why? Because I'm hoping they fix these issues and I'm hoping they patch things. Naivety. Naivete. I'm being naive about it. And it's just really disappointing. I was loving that game. Like, that was one of the best games I had played in a very long time. And then that stuff happened. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then I find out, yeah, the devs just abandoned it so that they could make you buy a second game. The DLC's all bullshit. Another problem with the DLC, other than it breaking the epilogue and other than it breaking itself and charging you $6 for it, one of the DLCs, it tricks you into starting it, and then you're stuck in one of the worst things they ever made. For 10 hours, for like 8 hours, let's be better accurate. It's like 7-8 hours at the beginning of the game. Once the prologue ends, you wake up in a miller's house with a character from the prologue that you meet for like 2 seconds. What am I supposed? And the first character you see after the prologue, after the the intro cutscene, everything, prologue's done, all that's happened. Wake up, first character you see, this girl. First dialogue choice starts her DLC where you play as her in a flashback for 8 hours, and it's some of the worst shit in the world too. Terrible. Almost made me quit. I wish it did at this point. No, I really liked so much of this game. That's why I'm still willing to buy number 2 at $5, $4 on Fanatical someday when it comes out and when it's cheap. But man, what a horrible disappointment at the end there. All that worked for a game that doesn't even let me finish it. It's yeah. In other news, I'm actually really liking Dawn Trail. I don't know what people were talking about. I'll probably do some kind of, I don't know, either written post on my blog or a video about it. I am taking some notes every now and then to, because I know what people claimed about it, and I'm not. That doesn't exist. These people didn't play the game. Anyway, that's Yomawari Night Alone. Yomawari 1. Don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not having enough fun to bother with how bad the enemy stuff is in this one. It's like it's not even worth figuring out how to deal with Poro, because once I do that, it'll just be more shit pissing me off and irritating me. I was hoping to get to the actual scary monsters in this. They're these really creepy. I hate them. They're like weird. I don't even know how to describe. They're down here somewhere, and they're like in a circle, and you have to like do a thing, or else they're creepy. I really hate them. They remind me of the breathy guys, the very breathy Resident Evil things, and like fucking what is it, 2 or 4, some shit. The invincible ones that just like make a weird like a weird breathing noise. I don't know. El Atrocidad Americanos, El Goblinos, you know. Hello. You've already been this way, by the way. Oh, Mr. Tide. Oh. Let's go. It's not gonna let me go. They're beyond that track. They're down there a little bit. Whoa, Jesus. He's big boy. Again, probably don't have an opening for Halloween because I've not been doing okay. Thought maybe the flashlight would trick him or something. I don't know. Oh, fuck. That's what killed us before, I think. So we've basically seen the whole map now. Well, not the whole map we can access at this point in the game. Sorry. I thought this would be really fun to do since I did the second one before. And again, I've beaten this game before on the PS Vita, but I can't deal with it. Especially not in the condition I'm in right now. But I just don't even want to. I don't even want to deal with it. Especially after playing that fucking broke ass shit game. Well, that's the problem with that game, is it was really good. It was just also shit the entire time. It's hard to describe. Well, that's my Kingdom Come Deliverance review. Happy Halloween. Fuck off. I don't know when I'll upload this. I mean, it's gonna be during, the month, but is this on Halloween? I don't know. I doubt it, because it's a shit video. Anyway, fuck off.